Good afternoon, good evening, depending with the time that you'll be watching this video. So I hope you've drunk enough water. It's really a good day, but I'll be sweating, and if I run the engine, I think it will just be cold, or there will be some just noises from behind, because here I've messed up with the engine a number of times, and when I do the mistakes, new driver chronicles, you'll be surprised that, hey, baby girl. Anyway, so before I get to the story, before I get to what I want to say, I'll start by giving a story. So it was this day that I had left the job that I was working at in Kericho, a radio station. For those of you who knows, I worked there for a couple of months, and then I left. So it was on this, okay, I think it was on a Wednesday morning. I received a call from my friend by the name MC Toro. By the I really want to appreciate, because I think in this life I've always met good people. Good people, like just people who do me good. So he called me and he told me he was supposed to be a guest of honor in a certain school, but he will not be able to attend. So instead he asked me, can you go and represent me? So it was 5 in the morning. I'm like, oh really? I'm supposed to be a guest of honor and I'm supposed to travel. I was not prepared and all the stuff. But after having the conversation, I asked him where the event was. So I was supposed to travel for like four hours. Yeah, don't if came mapema as usual as the guest of honor. So anyway, first story forward, I managed. I went. Nilikuwa naandika speech ya guest of honor kwa gari nikiendanga. By the way, hey, Naomi Gerono from Utawala, uliniokolea mama. You really helped me. So I went there. I met with the management, the board of chairman or board, and the headmaster and all the stuff, and it was good. So being a guest of honor is really good. It's really nice. You guys, you should try and be a guest of honor. I don't know where you will be, but you know what? Try taste that feeling. So vile nilitoa speech yangu, among the members wa board was this person who listened to what I said, and she admired and she liked me. And later on, tulikuwa tunakula sasa dinner. Not dinner, lunch. We were having lunch, and so you're the guest of honor, of a priority. You have your flowers and everything, but it's a good feeling. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think I will go back to that school after some time, just to honor the fact that they honored me, or they trusted me to grace their graduation. Ilikuwa graduation ya watoto wanatoka PP2 kwenda PP1, wanatoka PP2 kwenda grade 1. By the way, I think I've loved kids for the longest time ever, and it was really amazing because I was young, and so kids were free with me. They will interact with me, and we just kind of relate. Well, so tukikula lunch, there is this person who heard what I said, and then she asked me, okay, so where are you working, what are you doing, and all the stuff. So nikaambia hata the job yenye nilikuwa, oh please, this car, don't hit me. So job yenye nilikuwa ilikuwa imenifrustrate, nikamwambia nimeacha. So she pulled an advert from this big radio station, akaniambia, oh, now that you're a journalist, I see you're capable. You articulate yourself so well. The way I'll switch from a little bit fine touches of Kalenjin proverbs and wise saying and switching to English. Oh, it kind of amazed her. So she told me, there is this person I know in this radio station, so you go do this, record your bites and send them to me, and then I will send to that person who happens again to be playing a major role in that radio station. So I went home. The problem is with me is I am miss procrastination. I am miss postponing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just good at working the last minute. It just happens. So I went home, recorded everything, and sent to her. And then she told me, oh, it's a thumbs up. You got this. And so on the process, she minika apply, and then I sent to wherever it was supposed to be sent, and then I sent to the lady. She listened and everything. So on this process, I looked for another job, of which I got it. So I was supposed to go. I went for an interview for my second job, and they approved me. Wakaniambia I should go back on Friday for orientation. So when I was coming back from this interview, I passed by my in-laws' place in Kericho. Oh my God, I miss you so much, Mama Chela, and those babies. I just love them so much, and I miss them for real. So tukakula. Vile nilimaliza kukula, I received a call. So anybody will address me by my first name, that is Chepkiroi, that will always be an official call. It's either job application or is that calling me. It's either job application or just some official things. So akaniambia, hi Chepkiroi, my name is let's call this person Selina from this and this media station, and I'm calling to tell you that you've been shortlisted for an interview at 7:30 at the headquarters. For a moment, I was out of breath. You know, I was so excited because this was a fancy radio station to work with. I mean, it is a big deal where every young journalist or every other person would just wish to associate herself or himself with. So nikauliza, and then I had to come up with a plan 2 ya kumwambia the second job that I'll not be showing up for the interview, for the orientation on Friday, because my interview was on Tuesday and I was in Bomet, so I had to travel to Nairobi. Anyway, siku ya interview kakuja. Thank you so much to my cousins who are in Nairobi. I think I just thank God because I've always made a call. Hey, my light, please, can you just behave? I've always made a call and somebody will come through for me. I mean, I don't know, but thank you so much, my cousins who are in Nairobi. So the very day Tuesday came, as usual, unafika. This is interview yenye hata unaenda ukiambiaga Mungu, hey, by the way God, hapa itabidi umecooperate. You know, that kind of a conversation. I got there at 7, and then I met some other colleagues, I think 7 of them, who we were supposed to be with them at the interview. So tukachila po hivyo 7:30, you see these big media personalities, those whom you see them on screen and hear them on radio, and you can't say anything, like wezi wambia anything because wewe ni stranger, you stay far. Anyway, time ikakuja. So I think that is this is how interviews are done. Tulipewa script ya kutranslate from English to Kalenjin and then make a brief. So it was talking about UN. Hey, Jesus Christ. Sayo mimi, my Kalenjin, at least I had molded a little bit. I had molded my Kalenjin. So haikuwa mbaya sana. I tried and then I went voice the first shot, nika fail, and then you're supposed to only have one take. The second one, nikapita, like I made it and I felt like I'm comfortable. Can you just submit that for me? So we did it, and then the time came for the reel to face the panel, and I was roasted for quite some time. I think 15 to 20 minutes. I was the person who I think spent the most time in there because at that time I did have my papers. Sikuwa nimegraduate, like I did have my graduation, my degree certificate, and then what I only had was the official transcript. Zile tu zenye umestampiwa from shule. Sijui napeanagwa na dean of students. No, napeanagwa na school, dean of school. And so I had a lot to defend, and one thing I appreciate about myself is I will always convince you to accept. Now say, I mean, she has a point anyway. She has a point. Tukamaliza, tukaenda, and we took pictures, good pictures, and then everybody was saying, you know what? I hope tupigiwe tena simu na Selina watuambie now, congratulations, you have a job and all the stuff. Anyway, the point of my bottom line is learn to show up. When I imagine how one event led to another, or one event led to another, I just thank myself for showing up, for receiving the 5 a.m. phone call, accepting to go and grace that event wa watoto wa PP2 kwenda grade 1, and then meeting this person who happened to be knowing somebody else mwenye alishortlist jina yangu, because this is a big radio station, and so I want to imagine the number of applicants when walikuwa wameapply and the sort of emails that HR received from that organization, and listening to Bites, because Bites ilikuwa you make 3 of them, Swahili, Kalenjin, and English. So you can imagine all that. I mean, there are just too many. So my point is, learn to show up regardless of the situation. I came to learn a lot, in as much as I'll say fortunately or unfortunately, because I don't know kama ningechaguliwa your job, kama ningekuwa hapa, by the way. I mean, that's why you don't understand some things until some time passes by. I mean, events unveil as the time goes by. So I don't know kama ningekuwa hapa if I had taken that, if I had been like selected for that job, because it's a good station anyway. So my point is, guys, learn to show up in everything that you do. You never know who you'll meet, and you never know, do whatever you're doing, you never know who is watching. Just like this channel, I'm just doing it and I don't know who is watching. Maybe somebody from CNN is watching and be like, hey, there is this baby girl who really does her things well, can I have her on my show, and everything. Anyway, guys, we say as usual, TGIT, and drink water. Bye bye, see you next time.